Oh, my lovely! Welcome to my channel and my art studio. I am Mrs. B, your Catholic art teacher. Boys and girls, last week you drew this beautiful depiction of Our Lady of Guadalupe for Holy Mary Week, and I saw some of your work and it was truly fabulous. And you will be receiving my own personal certificate, which I designed using my own original painting of Our Blessed Mother. So well done for those of you who did that. This week, boys and girls, we're going to draw someone who you're very familiar with, and he's actually a household name, and everybody knows him as Santa Claus. But actually, did you know that Santa was a real person who came from a place in South Asia called Mira, and he was actually a bishop? So we're going to start with the bishop's headpiece like that, and yeah, Santa, Saint Nick, I should say, is a very, very lovely man. He's a young boy born to a wealthy family, and he was very kind and generous. He's actually the patron saint of young young children, I should say, not boys, but just children generally. He is the patron saint of children. And so, boys and girls, I'm going to draw this lovely, very happy, merry eyes. He has merry eyes, and you know, it's a very lovely depiction of a bishop. And what he used to do, he's known for giving gifts to the less fortunate. He had a heart of gold. He had a heart of gold. He absolutely loved children. He loved people, and he had a compassionate heart. And so, boys and girls, we're going to draw this depiction of Saint Nick his bishop clothes, you know. So he's going to have his long red robe, and you know, have you ever seen our bishop in red? You know, this is the color of the bishop, you know. So yeah, so so we're going to draw his staff, his long staff which he holds, and yeah, so that's the bishop holding his just draw his. Okay, and he's holding on to that. It's going all the way down. Let's see how far it goes. Okay, and then he has a long robe like this. Yeah, and usually have two that's what he uses for confession. And in those days they wore elaborate clothes, layers and layers and layers, you know, boys and girls. And yeah, so as I was saying, this Saint Nicholas, he was born to wealthy parents, but they died very young. When Nicholas was very young, due to an epidemic, a plague that happened, and you know, very similar to like the plague that we're facing at the moment, that COVID plague that we have here. And yeah, boys and girls, he was young when his parents died, and they left him a considerable amount of money. So growing up, Saint Nick was looking for a purpose in his life. He wanted to know what should he do, but he is very kind young person. And what he heard about a man who had lost everything in financial, and he was in financial ruin. And you know, he had 3 daughters. I'm just going to draw a depiction of the coins, you know, because he had his coins. Yeah, so he had 3 daughters, and they were of age to get married. And in those days, you needed to have money for called a dowry. This is a payment for a woman for her to be able to marry. And so he didn't have anything. He had nothing at all, no means of providing for this daughter. And so what would happen was these girls would be left to go on the streets. And he really, that would be, I mean, just imagine any parent wouldn't want their children to end up on the streets. So yeah, so what happened was, in the dead of the night, he climbed through their window. He found out where they were living, and he climbed through their window, and he dropped a sack of gold coins in the house. And then when they got up in the morning, they saw these gold coins, and they were able to marry one daughter off. So Saint Nick, he wanted to do that for both of the girls, all 3 of the girls. So he did that 2 times after that. And on the 3rd occasion, the father wanted to know who is this kind person who is showering them with this gift. And when he caught Saint in the dead of the night, after he threw the sack through the window, Saint Nick asked him to promise him not to tell anybody, because although he was generous, he didn't want anybody to know about his generosity. He was very humble. And so obviously we know this today, because the man maybe didn't keep his promise, but we know about him. And Saint Nick is a very lovely man, and he did great things. He's the patron saint of children. He gave a lot to the poor. And so, boys and girls, this drawing is a depiction of Bishop, and this is where the Santa that we know got the idea from, this bishop called Saint Nicholas. So boys and girls, I want to take this opportunity and wishing you a very happy Christmas and a prosperous new year. And I will be posting videos, so please check my channel, and we'll stay in touch. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Congratulations to the following students who are featured in my YouTube channel. You'll be receiving this certificate soon. And congratulations to the students featured here with a rainbow star sticker. You will be receiving a special certificate with a copy of my original Marian painting for your lovely artwork of our Blessed Mother Mary for Holy Mary Week. Hip, 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 hooray!